Alright, welcome back. I'm going to show you how to use the X-Acto knife and how to cut some designs in paper. So for our project, this is usually the sample page that I give students. The squares are maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches by 2 inches, and they're large enough that you can draw your designs on here and fold them back. So the idea is that nothing is really cut out entirely, it's just cut from the paper and folded. So you can see that it's a relief. You can see the black self-healing mat behind it, and that it has some kind of relief to it, but it's not, it still has a flat back. Okay, so you can take just a piece of regular printer paper, and here I have drawn 1-inch squares. It's 1 inch by 1 inch, so similar to what we did for making our large gridded paper, 1 inch by 1 inch. We're gonna do just a sample piece here. So I've already drawn this out. We've done that technique where we're going through each corner of each square to get the X. And what this does is it helps to find the center point for each square, and it helps to duplicate your design. So let's say that I wanted to do some designs that have straight lines. So the solid line that I draw means I'm going to cut on it. The dotted line means that I'm going to fold. Okay, so I can work with the diagonals. I can work on a diagonal and have these two kind of half circles which will fold up. And then I can also do something more curvilinear or organic in nature and fold this down. Okay, you can have your folds be on, you know, the left side, the right side. Doesn't matter, it doesn't always have to fold down. You can rotate your paper and design with pencil in any of these little quadrants within that square. The design is totally up to you. Let me just show you how to work with the X-Acto. So what we're working with here is just your standard X-Acto with the blade. The blade is not a specialty blade at all. This is how the X-Acto works. This is a collet here, and you can unscrew it and you can remove the blade. These blades can be changed out for specialty blades. If it ever becomes wiggly and loose, you know that you just have to put your blade in here, holding the base. You're gonna turn and tighten the collet here. Now this, I'm tightening both actually. Okay, so it's nice and tight. So that's really the only thing that could give you a little problem if this comes undone. So to start, I'm standing up when I'm doing this demo. I like to work standing up because I can actually lean into my project here and cut and put some force into it. So, which means that I'm using my muscles to push into the self-healing mat and draw the knife back towards me. My other hand is here out of the way of the knife. It's never going to be down here. It's just like cutting in the kitchen using kitchen knives. You want to have your other hand that's not holding the blade free and clear of where the blade is going to travel. Okay, so let's start with this middle one. This is a straight cut, which I think is the easiest cuts. So go ahead and put the tip of the knife in, and then I'm going to pull down. So I'm pressing quite hard to make that cut. So the idea is that you want to be one and done. You want to have the cut which is straight, it's clean, it's not jagged, and you don't want to go over it again. Okay, from here, what I like to do is turn the paper and again just cut straight back towards myself. My other hand is up here holding the paper. Press down. I'm pressing pretty hard. Turn it again. So I'm always bringing the blade back. You never want to be doing one of these. It's super awkward, and your elbow is up and you're pulling away. That's not good. Okay, turn the paper again, hold the paper with this hand, bring it down. Now, here, I've come to the bottom of that straight line, and here are my dotted lines. So what I want to do is pull this back and fold it. And that's really the basis of this project, is cutting the paper and folding it. Okay, what if you had this design where you had kind of this curved line on both sides? So we're going to start here, put the knife in, and now you have a curved line. So we'll come down. Now I'm going to keep the blade in and turn the paper. This is kind of like sewing on a sewing machine. If the paper was your fabric, you are going to turn the paper as you continue to work with the blade. So here, nice. Now I'll turn the paper around, press in quite hard, bring it down, keeping the blade in. Again, I'm pressing hard enough that I can make this cut and I don't have to come back and do it again. It's wasting my time and it's kind of frustrating if you have to go over your work again. So that's another idea. How about this organic shape? So this one, because it's curved and straight, pick a starting point. So I think what I'll do is start here. Okay, and now I'm going to bring it down, keeping the blade in. This is kind of a tight turn here. Okay, I'm still pressing into that healing mat as I turn the paper. Now, I can take this out because this is just a straight line. Push in and bring it down. Okay, nice and controlled. And bend it. So those are just some ideas of how to work with a knife and some designs. Now you can design with your pencil on these empty squares. First with your pencil. Straight lines are the ones that you're going to cut. Dotted lines signify where to bend. And you can use the rest of the time to design these, and then you can cut with your knife.